everyone. I am back making another breast cancer PSA. Anyone who knows me knows how passionate I am about proper screening and also finding out whether or not you have dense breast tissue. Those two things go hand in hand for me. And this great organization called My Density Matters came up with a whole day dedicated to finding out your breast density. And that day is February 22nd. So I thought I would make a video and spread the word because it's so important. So let's talk about risk factors. You might be under 40 with no family history watching this video and thinking, you know what? This doesn't pertain to me. I have zero risk factors. I hate to burst your bubble, but every single person has one risk factor, and that is you have breast tissue. So get that out of your head that you have zero risk factors. Everyone has one. So now, how do you find out if you have dense breast tissue? Can you feel it? Nope. Can you see it? Nope. The only way to find out is from a mammogram. See, they break it down into 4 categories: A, B, C, and D. A and B is little to no density in your breast, and then C and D is dense to extremely dense. Obviously, C and D are the 2 categories we're most concerned about. Now, how do you find out? Do they tell you? You have to ask. Sure, there's going to be doctors out there that tell you this information. I wouldn't assume or count on it. I would ask the question, do I have dense breast tissue? Because if you do have dense breast tissue, guess what? That one risk factor just turned into 2. That means that your choice of screening completely changes because a mammogram is not enough for you then. Now, I'm not going to get into what screening you should do on this video. This is just about finding out whether or not you have dense breast tissue and how important it is to find that information out. I've made other videos about what to do if you do have dense breast tissue, and if you're interested, DM me, I will send that to you. But right now, this is all about finding out what your density is and whether or not you have it. Now, if you're under the age of 40 and you've never had a mammogram, I'm encouraging you to please, please, please go get one to get a baseline to see whether or not you have dense breast tissue. Because again, that one risk is going to turn into, well, before you watch this, you might have thought you had 0 risk. So now you know you have at least 1. Now they can go to 2 if you have dense breast tissue. So it's so important. Now, if your doctor pushes back and says, you're too young, you don't need this, find a new doctor. Because if there's any doctor that says it doesn't encourage or help you be proactive with your health, then they're not the right doctor for you. They're just not the right doctor. So I understand statistically, I get it. If you're in your 20s or 30s, the numbers are in your favor. I 100% understand that because, I was 36 when I was diagnosed, so I never thought it would happen to me either. But here's the thing, it can happen to you. And according to the American Cancer Society, only 5% of all cancer cases, breast cancer cases in the US were in their 20s or 30s. So I understand that number is low, 5%. The whole grand scheme of things and all the people in the US, okay. But when that happens to you, that number is not 5%. That number is 100%. So don't base your decisions on those numbers because they mean nothing when it happens to you. Now, with all that being said, I don't make these videos to scare you. I make these videos to inform you. See, my life got flipped upside down when I was diagnosed with cancer. And my goal has always been to share my story and to possibly save a life or 2. That's all I've ever wanted to do. And that's why I continue to make these and share my story so openly. So I know I can't prevent anyone from hearing those words, you have breast cancer, but what I can do is share my knowledge from my experience to hopefully push you to make informed decisions about your breast health. Now, I say this in all my videos, and this one is no different, that knowledge is power. And knowledge shared is power multiplied. Let's be part of that change and part of sharing that knowledge. Please participate in this very important day on February 22nd of knowing your breast density. Make that appointment, ask the questions, and you know, share it with the other women in your life. It's so important and something that you'll never regret finding out. If you have any questions and you want to ask me anything, please feel free to DM me. I am an open book when it comes to this, and I will help guide you in any way I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.